Good afternoon, Broadway.
This is another of the daily devotional online, available on Broadway's Facebook page or its YouTube channel. We are calling these Faith in a Time of Coronavirus. Today, Thursday, March 19th, I will again read from the Psalms, this time Psalm 30. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have drawn me up and did not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord, my God, I cried to you for help, and you have healed me. O Lord, you brought up my soul from Sheol, restored me to life from among those gone down to the pit. Sing praises to God, O you, God's faithful ones, and give thanks to God's holy name. For God's anger is but for a moment, God's favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning. As for me, I said in my prosperity, I shall never be moved. By your favor, O Lord, you had established me as a strong mountain. You hid your face, I was dismayed. To you, O Lord, I cried, and to the Lord I made supplication. What profit is there in my death if I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it tell of your faithfulness? Hear, O Lord, and be gracious to me. O Lord, be my helper. You have turned my mourning into dancing. You have taken off my sackcloth and clothed me with joy, so that my soul may praise you and not be silent. O Lord, my God, I will give thanks to you forever. Psalms like these were written in difficult times. They were written to voice both the concern and the faith of the people. Many of my friends have been quoting another psalm over the last few days. How do we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? How do we? Psalm 30 shines a light on the way. In the last 24 hours, I have seen folks from Broadway creating through their work tools on and offline to assist the entire community. I have seen responses from some of the largest institutions in town to have been influenced by Broadway members to support what God is doing in people that are often overlooked as having healing and connecting power. Good work. I thought you might enjoy seeing this reminder of a Broadway story that echoes Psalm 30. When we gathered for worship last Easter, moving back into the sanctuary for the first time since December of 2017.
On the near north side of Indianapolis, a congregation celebrated the holiday by reopening their church. The Broadway United Methodist Church caught fire almost a year and a half ago. They couldn't worship there until today. Our Anna Carrera shares their message of hope on this Easter Sunday.
Good morning, Broadway!
That's Pastor Mike Mather doing what he's done so many times before, preaching to his congregation at Broadway UMC. But this time, it's different.
The lights, the sound, the basics are here, but there's still more to come. But we are here.
Back in December of 2017, a fire started in the basement of the church. It was ruled accidental, but still caused millions of dollars worth of damage.
We had the poinsettias set out for Christmas, and they were all curled up and soot covering them.
On Sunday morning, those poinsettias were replaced with these bright flowers. A grateful congregation back home sharing their Sabbath in their sanctuary for the first time in 16 months.
It feels like a real celebration, but I think what is most exciting for all the people coming today is coming back together with family.
It's not always just hugs and love. You know, we struggle in relationship together so that we grow in our faith together, and that's what makes it so special.
Shauna Murphy joined this church when she was in the 6th grade and has plenty of memories within these walls.
My son had a chronic illness when he was born, and this is the pew. I mean, it's a new pew, but this is the space where I would sit every Sunday and cry and pray, and the people of the church would hug and pray for him, and he's been healthy for the last 6 years, so it's a beautiful, wonderful healing place.
It's taken time to bring this place back to life. The chapel area was cleaned up and ready to go on Ash Wednesday last year. The community room where the fire originally started just reopened, looking a little different than before.
It was designed or redesigned in the 70s probably, and so they had drop ceilings. You could not see these arches And so when the fire gutted everything here and they started taking everything out, they realized, wow, these arches are so gorgeous.
There are some upgrades and improvements in the sanctuary, just above where those flames sparked. A few finishing touches left to do, but the congregation is grateful to see their spiritual home restored. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Anna Carrera, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
And some of the upgrades at the church include LED lighting in the new sanctuary and new pews. The old seats were nearly a century old.
Would you pray with me? Healing God, you turn our mourning into dancing. Remind us of that in this season of confusion and struggle. Continue to invite us to be open to you and to one another, so that we may be ever more faithful disciples of yours. Amen.